Hi, this is Nancy Joy, and this is February 26th, the new moon solar eclipse day that we've talked about, you've heard so much about. So I am experiencing this tremendous optimism that is feeling so refreshing and so magical. And a lot of synchronicities happen sort of backing this up. So this is where I want to go today. Earthkeeper posted a little astrology clip from an astrologer named Gregory Scott. And what he said about today is this. This is one of the most potent events of 2017 and will allow incredible opportunities to go deep, to enter into the higher realms and receive information downloads about where you are in your life. After the difficult start to this year, this solar eclipse offers an oasis of bright aspects and offers great clarity on prioritizing your life, making key decisions, and removing obstacles. I loved it. That's what I feel like, an obstacle remover. And so here's my line of synchronicity. First, about 3 days ago or so, I re-listened to the movie Outsourced, which, if you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. It's about a guy from the States that's sent over to India to set up a fulfillment center, basically, and everyone in the States will lose their job. And one of the themes there is that the goddess Kali, the Indian goddess Kali, is the goddess of destruction, and has his love interest explains to him, why would anyone want to honor the goddess of destruction? And she said, because without destruction, you can't create the new. And so that's kind of the theme of the whole movie, as you might imagine, and it really is worth watching because it is hilarious. And then shortly after that, a friend sent me a wonderful new 9-minute meditation by Sound Healer Tom Kenyon, who I used to study with way back in the 90s. And he called this, he said, after the deconstruction and all that's falling apart, this is a sound meditation devoted to reconstruction. And you can just feel it. It's amazing. I have the link here to it. It's only 9 minutes long, or you can go to Tom Kenyon's site and download it. He channels the Hathors, and he's the most amazing sound person you're ever going to want to hear. So that was, okay, reconstruction. This is optimistic, right? So then, after that, I opened my email, and Foster Gambel of Thrive has a new article, and it's entitled, Why I Am Optimistic. And it's an incredibly great article. I have the link here. I won't go on and on with the detail, but it kind of backs up all this stuff can be going on that seems bad, but it's incredibly wonderful that it's finally happening. We've kind of touched on this. So, and here's one of his quotes I thought I'd share with you. Sovereignty with accountability is the key to unleashing our suppressed creativity, aligning with natural forces, and liberating already existing solutions in every sector of human behavior. This is the science of love applied. Wow, what's more optimistic than that? So then the synchronicity continues, and last night we go with friends to a Mexican restaurant, and one of my best buddies, Susan, been on this journey a long time with me. When she has a few margaritas, she channels Sister Mary Margarita, and it's always hilarious. And last night's outpouring, she kept going on about riding the rainbow. And after we laughed quite a bit and played off on that quite a bit, we really went into this euphoric state. Can you just picture riding a rainbow? What could be more magical than that, more awesome than that? So then I went to this place to share with you today, and I concluded that the reason I am so optimistic and at times so euphoric recently during this eclipse period is that that's where I've focused. And if you remember last week, we touched briefly on Matt Kahn's All Is Well video. And the first precept off of that, number 1, was be what you are for, not what you are against in all relationships and situations. Well, this is kind of summing it all up. And we said that last week. If you're upset about something, find the opposite that feels right to you and be for that. And forget about the other, then you're automatically out of duality. So when you view this, where I want to go really in a lot next week, but let's view it right now through the filter of time, because time is such a structure of creation I don't think we really realize. And another friend of mine, Brian, sent me this piece from the book of Jeshua by, who is this by? Glenda Green. And here's what Glenda says about time, and this will help you move through moving into optimism also, because here's what she says. When you view time as the constructive record of events, whether physical or social, you are creating history. His story, her story, its story. For lack of higher understanding, people tend to make sense out of time with the stories they tell. This creates the desire to see the future as a construction or a correction of the past, and then nothing new ever happens. We'll go more into this next week. But the time as a filter, you get to use that creatively too. So that's really exciting. So our past stories, we create from the future to make our past better. Well, what if we erased all the stories, which I feel is what the event is about? I think the event, when that pulse hits, and it's coming soon, it's going to erase from our DNA the old 3-day programming. And time will take a whole different structure to it. So I hope you can catch the magic of riding the rainbow with me from this eclipse on into equinox, spring equinox coming right around the corner. I can't believe March is just a few days away. And one more PS here to add to this optimism, some more validation. Prepare for Change in the portal sites posted a sharing just this morning that says, the planetary liberation has reached critical mass and is at hand. Hear that? It's at hand. You know, catch the magic. So I have a link on this. Lots of links here. If you're not optimistic, maybe this can be a template to walk you there, to ease you there, to ride the rainbow there. Have a great week. Take care of who you are, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.